So far what we have learned is that vegetative propagation takes place in non-flowering plants as well as flowering plants. Vegetative propagation takes place through root, stem, leaves. After learning the interesting topic, now let's have one more interesting topic today, that is seed dispersal. As usual, our main topic is growing new plants and the subtopic is seed dispersal. The aim of the class is to identify the needs and importance of seed dispersal. The keyword of topic is dispersal. Let's start our topic with a few questions. What do you think can happen if you eat half an apple and throw the remaining half in your kitchen garden? What would happen if all the seeds of any fruit fell at the same place under the same tree? Okay, today we will find out what happens if all the seeds of a fruit fall down at the same place. Now here, let us draw a circle of 2 diameter. And now, let us call 5 students inside the circle. And let us call the 5 students to come and stand inside the circle. Now, my question is, are they feeling comfortable to stand inside the circle? Yes, of course, they'll feel comfortable. Now, let us call 2 to 3 more students to join them. Now, will they feel comfortable? Yeah, surely they will feel comfortable. Now, let us join few more. Let's go on with few more. Let's go on with few more. Now, what will happen? Will they feel comfortable? Do they have any difficulties? Obviously, they will have difficulties. Now, this is overcrowded and the kids feel difficult to stand inside the circle because there are number of kids in the circle. So, this is overcrowded. Similarly, it happens in plants. Now, as you just now saw an activity where we called all the students to join into the circle, and then these students were facing a lot of difficulties to stand in because they were overcrowded. Similarly, here also you can notice if all the seeds of a plant falls down at the same place, then here also the same thing will happen. Similarly, if too many seeds will grow together, they would be overcrowding. And you know, too many seeds at one place has caused overcrowding, and they may not get enough water, sunlight, space. There will be a competition between these plants to grow, and as a result, what will happen? You know, only the healthy ones would sustain, and the weaker ones would die. So this condition of overcrowding is very, very dangerous to stop the growth of plant species. But however, our plants have a natural phenomenon by which they will avoid overcrowding. That process is called as seed dispersal. Now you can look at my screen here, the process of seed dispersal, where the seeds are scattered through various means and they will be carried away from the parent plant so that there will be no competition between each other for water, light and nutrients. So, seed dispersal is one of the great mechanisms which help the plant species to grow, and you know, this overcrowding is especially prevented by the seed dispersal. And why seed dispersal is important? Because seed dispersal is very important, which help the plant species to reach the new places and help them in preserving the plant species in case of natural disasters. Some places may have disasters. If they are carried away from this place to other place, they might be safe and the plant species may continue to grow, and this will be a great help for us because our life is sustainable because of plants. And this great mechanism, seed dispersal, is a great mechanism which help the plant species to grow further without any stop. And you know, as I told you, if all the seeds of a plant will land just under the parent plant, there will be a crowd. Similarly, how the kids, when they are standing inside the circle, were feeling overcrowded. Similarly, seeds also. So seed dispersal is a great mechanism which help in scattering of seeds and prevent overcrowding. So overall what we have learned in this beautiful topic is too many seeds at one place causes overcrowding. The plants would have to compete for water, sunlight and nutrients. The healthy one would sustain and the weaker ones would die. The scattering away of seeds is called seed dispersal. Seed dispersal helps the plant species to reach new places. It also helps in preserving plant species in case of natural disasters. Overall, let's have a Exceed Brain Tickler as usual. What will be our question today? That, as you know, tomatoes were originally found only in Mexico. How is it that they are now found all over the world? How does the seed dispersal help in plant species? How does the seed dispersal help in spreading plant species? Find out. Take your time. Finish your S3, collect information about various methods of seed dispersal. Finish practice question 3B and practice question 7 from Exceed Content book. Have a nice day, a great day. Thank you. Welcome back. After watching a video, let's have a Exceed Brain Tickler. My today's question is, do only non-flowering plants undergo vegetative propagation? Why is the vegetative propagation done in some flowering plants? Try to find out. Finish S2, collect information about process of vegetative propagation in onion and try to finish your practice questions. Practice question, you have to finish practice question 4 and 6 from your Exceed Content book. Thank you. Have a nice day.